Welcome to Brandy Talks. All right, so I have something that I would like to speak with you guys about, and it's a very important topic. How not to lose yourself. So, when you think about who you are, if someone came to you and asked you, who are you? Naturally, your first response is going to be, I'm a mother, sister, father, husband, or a doctor, whatever your title is in life. But as you listen to this presentation, I want you to think about who you are, not attaching yourself to any kind of relationship at all. Just who are you, solely you. There was a conversation that took place, very profound conversation. A rather simple conversation, but it really hits home to this topic. So let's see. Alice in Wonderland. There's a conversation that took place between a caterpillar and Alice, and I want to go over that with you. Who are you, said the caterpillar. Alice replied rather shyly, I hardly know, sir. Just at present, at least I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have been changed several times since then. What do you mean by that, said the caterpillar sternly. Explain yourself. I can't explain myself. I'm afraid, sir, said Alice, because I'm not myself, you see. I don't see, said the caterpillar. I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly, Alice replied very politely, for I can't understand myself to begin with, and being so many different sizes in a day is very confusing. So let's break this down. One of the first things that Alice said is, at least I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have been changed several times since then. When you think about the time that you get up in the morning, all the things that you have to do, whether it's feeding the dog, cooking for breakfast, or, paying bills, whatever you have to do that morning, you've already put yourself down on the totem pole because you're instantly thinking about what you need to do for others. By the time you get to work, you have to deal with your clients, employees, co-workers, supervisors. You think about getting your work done, what projects and deadlines you have to meet. So you're putting yourself even further down on the totem pole. By the time you get off of work and it's time to go home, you think about the errands that you have to run, the games, kids' games, parent-teacher meetings, or things to do at church, hobbies, what bills you need to pay, and you're putting yourself further down on the totem pole. That's an entire day, and this is a cycle that we do or go through every single day. At what point do you stop and think, okay, what am I doing for myself to nurture myself and tap into myself? Growing up from the beginning of time, I would say maybe even 3 years old, we've all been programmed to have a certain behavior. We're either programmed to conform or programmed to be the exact opposite, to stand out and be different. So conformity is really big. Because when you think about conformity, from the time that you're in school, you're taught, you act this way and you have this voice level in the library, or when you're in this environment, you're supposed to look and act this way. We're constantly told from the beginning of time how we should act, how we should speak, everything in different environments, and that's how we grow in life regarding conforming. But you've seen in the last two generations, people are actually raised to be different or stand out. In order for you to be seen or to get this or to achieve this level, you have to be different, you have to stand out. Well, if you really think about it, whether you're living on the programmed behavior of conformity or of standing out, you're still not being yourself. People who intentionally stand out or try to be different, that behavior is just to more so gain attention, or to highlight who they are for whatever the purpose is. They're still not being them true selves. And if you're conforming and you're constantly fitting in where you get in, you're not being yourself either. So the message is to really tap into who you are, not attaching yourself to relationships and not attaching yourself to either programmed behavior. Find out who you really are. Whoa, what is all of this? So, who and what chips away at you? When you think about who you are as a person, you have to think about all of these outside influences that chip away or divert your alignment from being aligned within yourself. So let's go over some of these. You see a Superman and a Wonder Woman down here. And I want you to think about yourself as we go through this. If you have a mental complex that, in your friendships and in your families, you're the one who is the Superman. You put out the fires, people come to you for issues. You're constantly that person that, can fix a situation, fix a problem, and you're always on the go to do that. You're never thinking about what pleases you because you're literally, your life, what you do is to help others and fix other situations. Relationships. This one is interesting to me because when two people come together, they initially like each other based off of each individual. One individual see great qualities in that person and vice versa. However, when you come together, you literally have to change and conform to whatever is conducive for that relationship and what pleases the other partner. And you can find yourself at some point losing part of who you are because you naturally progressed into a situation where you're a different person based off of what another person, based off of what the relationship is. And you can think about any kind of relationships when it comes to that. The same thing goes for work also. You're naturally you're hired based off of who you are as a person. But once you join an organization, you have to conform in